Harare, Reuters/AFP, Zimbabwe's ruling ZANU-PF party called on Friday, November 17, for President Robert Mugabe to resign, the main state newspaper The Herald reported, the latest sign that the aging leader's authority has collapsed after an army takeover. The newspaper said that ZANU-PF branches in all 10 provinces had met on Friday and had also called for Mugabe's wife Grace, whose ambitions to succeed her husband triggered the unfolding political crisis, to resign from the party. State TV reported that 8 of the 10 regional branches had called for him to quit, said AFP. The province resolved unanimously to recall the president from being the president of the party and the government, said Cornelius Mupereri, a spokesman for the party's Midlands region. He was one of several branch officials to appear on ZBC's nightly news to call for the 93-year-old leader to go in what appeared to be a coordinated effort, with the officials reading almost identical statements, AFP said. Mugabe appeared in public on Friday for the first time since the army took charge, as the ruling party made plans to force him to step down after almost 4 decades in power. The president, who is 93, opened a graduation ceremony at Zimbabwe Open University in Harare. He wore blue and yellow academic robes and a mortarboard hat and appeared to fall asleep in his chair as his eyes closed and his head lolled. Mugabe led the country's liberation struggle and has dominated its politics since independence in 1980. A senior member of the ZANU-PF ruling party said it wanted him gone. If he becomes stubborn, we will arrange for him to be fired on Sunday, the source said. When that is done, it's impeachment on Tuesday. The Herald reported that ZANU-PF would convene a special Central Committee meeting on Sunday to realign the Revolutionary Party with current political developments. The military, which seized power on Wednesday, has so far treated Mugabe carefully. It said in a statement on national television it was engaging with Mugabe, referred to him as Commander-in-Chief and said it would announce an outcome as soon as possible. ZANU-PF has also called for a mass meeting in the capital on Saturday to show its support for the war veterans group in their bid to remove Mugabe. The veterans, Mugabe's former comrades from the Liberation War, who enjoyed a privileged position under his rule for decades, had chafed in recent years as his wife, Grace, positioned herself to succeed him. They finally turned on him decisively after he sacked Vice President Emerson Mnangagwa last week. The Herald newspaper on Friday said that ZANU-PF wanted Mnangagwa reinstated as vice president because he was dismissed without endorsement of the Central Committee. Many Zimbabweans suspect the military's plan is to hand power to Mnangagwa, a long-serving Mugabe confidant and Liberation War veteran nicknamed the Crocodile. If so, the generals may be waiting until Mnangagwa can be reinstated as vice president before arranging for Mugabe to resign. Mugabe is revered as an elder statesman and independence leader, but he is also viewed by many in Africa as a president who crippled his country by remaining in power too long.